peeps, how are we doing? Welcome to another episode of Adam's Eats. Right, I've just got back from work. I've been back probably about half an hour. Yes, I do have a day job. I don't just make YouTube videos. As much as I'd like to, I have to pay the bills. But that could change, so if you subscribe and like, all of you, whoever's watching, that might change. This could be my job one day, who knows? See where it takes us. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so it's been a long day. It's about gone 7:30 now. I want to get some tea on, something quick, something easy to make. This is kind of what I do most days really. I live alone. I shop on a day-to-day basis. I see what's fresh, have a look in the market, what's in the shops, and just sort of think on my feet really. And this is something I did last week. I made it with chicken actually, but today I'm going to do it's a vegetarian one. And it's probably less of a recipe, more of an idea. So you can switch it up. There's ingredients that I'm going to show you in a minute. You can change things, add things, put more of one thing, less of another. It's a really simple dish. So yeah, I'm going to make it for you. It's pasta, well spaghetti, cooked with tomatoes, a little bit of vegetable stock, some chilli, garlic, olive oil, and then it's just going to be finished off with some buffalo mozzarella, just torn up on top, and then it's ready to eat really. A bit of salt and pepper, and it's dead easy. Yeah, so come over here and I'll show you the ingredients. Okay then peeps, so we've got the ingredients on the board here, and as you can see it's not really an awful lot to it really. What we've got here is a handful of tomatoes. I've used baby plum, you can use cherry, piccolo tomatoes, also quite nice and sweet. If you've got some sour tomatoes growing in your garden, use those, entirely up to you. I like these because they're just nice when they're cut in half. They just look nicer in the dish and they're nice and sweet. I've got chilli. I'm not going to use all of that. I'll probably use about half, probably not even that. Good way to test a chilli, see how hot it is funny enough, try a bit. What I tend to do is, because a lot of chillis, you get them in a packet, and they'll say red chillies on it or green chillies, and you'll never know quite how hot they are unless you know the variety. And the quickest way to test it is if you cut a bit of chilli in half and just rub your finger along the membrane and then lick it. That'll give you a good indication how hot it is, and then obviously by that you'll know how much to use. Yep, so we've got a garlic clove, some fresh basil leaves, salt, pepper, juice of half a lemon probably, and then in this jug I've got about 250 ml of boiling water, and I've just added half a vegetable stock cube. I use Knorr stock cubes. They're not paying me to say that. The reason I use Knorr is if you can't make your own or you haven't got time, Knorr stock is the best to get. Okay, it just is. It's just such good stuff. Yeah, so half a vegetable stock cube. You can use chicken if you want, but because this is a vegetarian recipe, that's why I've used vegetable. A bit of olive oil, some spaghetti. Enough for one person, I would say. About that much. Something like that. That's enough for one person. Oh God, it's falling out on the packet. Oh Jesus. Sort it out. Yeah, so I've got some boiling water on the go, ready for the pasta. Get that on straight away. So when it's as it's boiling away, you can assemble all the other stuff. And then you can just cook the dish. Oh yeah, also forgot to mention mozzarella. This is buffalo mozzarella. The difference between buffalo and just your bog standard mozzarella is it's made from buffalo milk, surprisingly. And what's better about this stuff is it's got a much creamier taste, a much more pronounced taste, and it's got a nice sort of firmer texture. This is great if you're using it in a dish where you want the mozzarella to be more prominent and for it to be more flavourful. If you're making a pizza or something, then the other mozzarella is absolutely fine. But buffalo mozzarella for this is going to work amazing. And that's kind of it really. We're going to chop this stuff up. Yeah, and we'll get cooking. Well, there we have it peeps. As you can see, I've chopped everything up. I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs. But yeah, just slice the tomatoes in half. We've got the mozzarella, that's just torn up into small chunks. Garlic and chilli, freshly chopped. The lemon, you saw that before. The leaves of the basil, I've just torn about 5 leaves off. Got the stock, salt and pepper. olive oil, and then some spaghetti, which I've just thrown over the counter for no reason at all. I mean, that just looks nice, doesn't it? I can eat that already. It looks like that is Italy on a plate, isn't it? Ave Maria! Oh God, sorry about that. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to cook this together and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm hungry. Let's get cooking. Okay, so we've got our ingredients set over here, ready to go in the frying pan. The first thing you want to do is get your spaghetti in. So just chuck your spaghetti first all over the counter, and then you want to pop it in your boiling water. So get that on the go. Next you want to do is get some heat on into the frying pan. You just want sort of a medium heat, not too aggressive. Just on a sort of medium to lowish heat. Okay, so once your oil's fairly hot, you just put your tomatoes straight in. Nice sizzle there. And just cook those down just for a little bit. Just for a couple of minutes, just so they start to go soft. They're not mushy, they just want to turn, just nice and soft. Okay, again, so after a couple of minutes, you want to chuck your garlic and your chilli in. And like that. Okay, and you want to cook that for probably a couple of more minutes. Just be careful to watch the garlic, because if it burns, it will taste bitter. Okay, so turn the heat down a little bit. Get that in there, get that nice and cooked out just for a few seconds. Okay, you can see the tomatoes are just starting to break down now. Okay, then you just want to add a little bit of your vegetable stock, not too much, probably about a quarter of it, something like that. Okay, so mix that together and just leave that to simmer just to tick over really, just for a couple of minutes until your spaghetti's ready. Right, so I've left it for a couple of minutes and it's sort of made like a little bit of a sauce. So the next thing you want to do is get your spaghetti in there. Now, I tend to put it in just at the point where it's almost cooked, but not all the way through. The reason is because when you put the spaghetti in here, it's going to cook a little bit anyway. So just, yeah, it's sort of a little tiny bit of bite to it. So I'm just going to fish it out of the pot. Pop your spaghetti in. Mix it all about. Just like that. And the next thing you want to add is a little bit, let's see, a bit of salt and pepper, I think. Just a small amount of pepper. A little bit of salt. And a little trick the Italians use is just take a ladle, preferably without any dust, and just take probably half a ladle of it, of the pasta water. So the water you cook your pasta in, and then just spoon that in. Okay, you don't need much because it's quite heavily salted. Yeah, and just leave that to simmer a little bit, just so that the pasta soaks up all that flavour of all the juices, the tomatoes and the stock that you've put in there. And then we're ready to finish off the dish. As you can see, we're pretty much done now. So just give it another final mix. Okay, a little bit more of the stock, not too much, again, probably a quarter of it. Again, I've not really used all of this stock, to be fair, so you can probably use half it. What I tend to do is, whatever stock I've got left, I'll put it in a little Tupperware pot with a lid, stick it in the fridge, and then just use it for my next dish. Okay, squeeze of lemon juice, just in the top like that. Okay, and then you want to tear in your basil leaves. I tend not to chop basil that often because it bruises easy, so if you just tear it in, it prevents bruising. So just take your basil leaves, tear them in like that. No effort at all, is it really? Easy, simple food. Get it in my face. Okay, just like that. Oh, and probably half of your mozzarella, because I'm going to put the rest on the top. Just like that. Another final mix. Nice and simple. And what that mozzarella will do is it'll just slightly melt. It won't go all like stringy like you would have on top of a pizza. It'll just warm through and just melt slightly, which is what you want. And then finally, just a little bit of olive oil in like that. And that, my friends, is ready to serve. Right, so I've got it put into a nice deep white bowl there for you. Very stylish. And then all we're going to do just to finish it off really is just add a few more bit of ripped basil on there. Bit of freshness. And then just a bit more of that mozzarella, just dotted on the top. Because, you know, I like mozzarella, so I'm going to put loads on. Just like that, really. And then I think, actually, just because I'm feeling a bit flush, drizzle with a bit more olive oil. Okay, and that's it really. It's ready to go. Eat it while it's hot. Smashing. Well, there we are, peeps. That's the finished article. What does it taste like? Well, I know what it tastes like because I've had it before. But I'm just doing this for your benefit. Because I'm nice like that. What's it like? Let's get a bit of everything on there. I'm getting a real mess with this, aren't I? Yeah. That is stonking. Really nice. Creamy mozzarella, fresh tomato, a little bit of chilli in there. You can taste the olive oil as well, which is really good. Salt, pepper. Yeah, really good. Give it a try. If you like the recipe, please like and subscribe down below for more videos. Thanks guys, see you next time.